2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Newton's going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Great. Get that ball. Check. Crunch. Bang.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tighten up.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Throw left side complete. It's Sparks. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. First down.
Ready. Like 5-4. Back to run. Check. Lucky. Check.
Newton throwing again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Good.
Throwing again is Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination.
Great. 20.
Again, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready, black 25. Check, watch 54, watch 54. You gonna see me in your nose.
On play action, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Watch out. Mike, 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Ready, blue ready. Mike's by 4. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Winston now from the 50. It's caught by Jackson. That one goes for 24 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
54 right there. 54 Mike. Guys, it's game. Easy. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slants. Mike's by 4. Let him go.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Winston airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Panthers take over. Come on, baby. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Great. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, turn it up. Slam. Undercrush.
Now it's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Stop your whining. Mike 5-4, Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
1st down.
20. Right to the 3.
Off play action. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready? Blue wave. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Hey, 5 on the 50.
3rd and long for Winston. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. It's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, McCaffrey. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First down, Panthers.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing is Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Big it.
Hey, watch it. Check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 8.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Follow. Mike 4.
Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working out of the gun. Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it is now 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to guard it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Now Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Gun. Check. Fresno. Check 9. Check 37. Check 37. And fast.
Here we go with McCaffrey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Watch twins. Wide. Get wide.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Check 24. Check 24.
Come on. Sunday.
Watch twist. 22. Jet cover. 22. Jet cover.
Check 50.
Where do we go? Rush in. Easy. Where do we go?
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 52.
Now Winston. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
54, Mike. Here we go. Check. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Play action now. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
For the Buccaneers field goal. A 47-yard.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Gun.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Watch the safety creep. Check. Shoot.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Great. Mike's by 4. 6-man. Check curls.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Newton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
13-yard line.
45, echo. Express. 8. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Winston. Steps away to his left. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
The tackle by Brian Burns. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Match by 4. Even. Alert 3. Triple team.
On 3rd down, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Airing this one up. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A great pickup there. 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun.
Off play action. Newton. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so, as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
20.
Off the play fake. Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Next to score, Buccaneers 34, Panthers 21. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now following the interception, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
45. 45. Mike, 45.
Here's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 66 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Check it out, Reed. Reed, triple team.
Throwing on second down. Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. To throw, Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
SOS. Wait. Mike's 5-4. Watch the pass. Kill.
Here's Winston, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Operating from the gun, Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Great. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
It's a gain of 38 yards. And the Buccaneers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, this is Adams, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Winston here to throw. And this is caught by Adams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
One set. 5 on the 50.
They go play action. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sponge, easy. Quick edge. Come. 6. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton, now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
54, right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sparks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go. Express. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 54.
One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has